In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. You're still so formal. I'm sorry. Well, as sharp as you are, I believe that's true. If we can reach them exactly, as long as it's similar to the path after the downfall. Yes, absolutely. Pretty clear. Now, I apologize for interrupting your time to get to work. Remember, our goal.
Please, have a...
No problem at all, Mr. After all,
I always enjoyed
the future of Penacony.
Let's take that goal, wasn't it, eventually?
The wisdom and experience you've... Let's assume your assumptions.
I appreciate, however... It'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay... If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during...
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real.
You use the term real, Mr. Bell, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you're curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC, well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant...
Going public? If I'm not mistaken, you want to...
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I prefer to open the doors of this... Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of... Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe...
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, and Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move, please.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such... I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to...
Of course. Take your time.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting. I got this information. It's not hard to imagine. Instead of falling... Well, no wonder. I don't think the followers... If I leave the fam... There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you.
Even after...
The mastermind... He'll face a trial.
Ultimately, the public, while quite...
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast. With 3. Yeah, it's good to see you. When will the astral...
We'll stay a bit.
So, this is our fine music. Let's see, to the nameless rest... Ready to mix your drink? I'm not sure. We used to discuss that. I have a hunch. Before we start. Ready to mix your drink? Before we start. All right, as you wish. I think I have an idea. Drowning sweetness. However, with not a bad choice. Words always fall short. Lend all your memory. Well, it appears to the nameless, where spirit of freedom were not accepted by the... One day, cheers. Oh, are you leaving? I mixed more of this.
Thank you.
If you happen to... All right, whether it's the astral, and embark towards art.
Hold... Oh, indeed. Still. They agreed. Just as it should be. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. You know that's obvious. That's true. But despite that, are you not in the same... That's why I'm willing to... Once that kid says this... Oh, no need. I'll go it alone. Okay. Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade, greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Belt. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him.
Unfortunately, I've been...
We Where do you...
I believe the Philharmony needs there are no permanent allies or...
Naturally.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Thank you for your patience, Miss... Topaz has something...
Is it just me?
I need to set a good exam now we can speak frankly.
Interesting. Good.
Unfortunately, second. You now, I repeat,
Oh, you surely have a way.
Mr. Alfalfa, the moment news spread the families protect, care to guess.
You really think you could?
Even from peer poll. However, after all, we all...
30% equity.
You're a smart merchant. It benefits us. I understand your...
Fine. However,
Go ahead.
when I was a child, the Order and the...
The answer is simpler than if with each new world by then, all...
Ah.
Our intention is to this universe.
Well said. All right.
Then let's continue our conversation. Thank you for your presence, Miss Himiko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. I believe everyone here is then the IPC. While this decision isn't final, the nameless didn't, the entire crew has agreed. Of course, all the path of harmony. Although they will soon. When should we schedule? It's all up to you. But Aventurine Inish, I came here today. Of course. Don't worry. Radiance Feldspar. You want opportunities like this? Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz. I haven't. Go ahead. That dose of pride and fine in return. You see, like right now, for example.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family security is so. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the... I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not. Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the... By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I, please help me with this.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Do you know how to get to the pawn shop? I've marked the pawn shops.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. Huh. I wonder how things turned out for her.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel.
I want to keep on living.
Everything you have. That's right, Miss Samuel. I think you'd best turn around.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally.
Okay.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand. Go and talk to these. Once you've done that,
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a moneylender rather than the owner of a pawn shop. Well, I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do what she says and see what happens.
enough. This will be our final game.
Ah, a bit.
I won? It's true.
I've prepared it. Whoa, how did you know I'm so... Well, I never said yet. So, yeah, let's... Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside. Don't look seriously. They look like... Is that him?
Yeah, you're so happy at the moment. Made a deal with the family. I have 22 years. I'm gonna hang up for now.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you...
Not so fast. Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dawn was a piece of cake. Let's just hope that necklace. And there's Stacy. From the moment she stepped, she will accrue a vast. As for Detective, he offered his own memory system. It's interesting, don't you? When people see other and patience. AR 26710, a remnant of Gomot's iron cap.
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Gomoth implemented such a fate. As for the price, those iron cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with a...
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. So, you are going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure...
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow diamonds, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they're like, and if all Stellaron hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite direction. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop.
Can I see this as an invitation?
Consider it more of a personal offer for myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the strategic...
The Stellaron hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Purepoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond?
Simply put. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise to divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith, for without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, wealth, survival, and a future. And whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My lap.
Lady Bonajade, I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
It turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Pentaconi went much smoother than expected, with little debate. Oh, and the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon, and I should head down and take a look. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest. Remember, back in... You bet.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express. The most dazzling trailblazer in all of Pentaconi.
Oh, you're here too. Long time no see, friend.
Merely a grain of platitudes. As long as you and I have an understanding.
Well, let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner.
I agree.
Thank you.
Oh, Pat.
Ah, yes, I remember you. You're before me. No wonder that... Don't try to end it very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. But then you'll excuse me.
Well, if it isn't my old friend, it hasn't been long, and yet, here we are again. How are you? That's what I thought. I heard you guys pulled off a big stunt, cutting down the Oak family in one fell swoop. Such a pity I couldn't be there, or else I would have lent a helping hand. Look how bustling this ship is. Not bad. Someday when I'm less tied up, I plan... Transform? What are you saying? Oh, I understand now. Yes, sir. No.
The festival...
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you. I knew I didn't get the wrong person. Yes, it's just I didn't get the chance to say hello. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat? 2 murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who dreams of creating a paradise in place of the eons. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys be leaving again? There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's also, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Pentaconi is no different. Yes, sadly I was looking in the wrong place. But I did rate some. Do you know, Miss? She told me her price. No, but what she wanted wasn't my answer either. Of course, I want to live on. But what fate owes me, I want it paid back. Speaking of which, actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology for even the smallest of lies. Really? To me?
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go and enjoy the ceremony. The script hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet again.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those 2 hounds again, she'll probably be fine. I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go attend the Charmony Festival first.
Hey there, lively guy. What should I call you? Not a bad name, just lacking in virtue. So, Mr. Sunday, what do you wish for? And what are you willing to sacrifice for it? Oh, this is your wish. Sounds simple enough. Very pragmatic. I wouldn't be too worried. To fulfill this wish, the thing I need is simple. The tail. It's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swings. Most importantly, it has mastered the human leg. Bring its tail to me as collateral, and your dreams will come true. May fate bring us together again, Mr. Trailblazer.
We meet again, my dear. Unlock. And I've heard of your value. Thank you.
Let's take a seat here. Everything is settled. Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Looks like I don't have to work.
Hey, Miss Robin! Hey, over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos, it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm... As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of every... Not only that, we invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for O.T. Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, for his selfless devotion to the... What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Bounce Bar, thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the Dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And as I say, good things come in pair. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family, the father of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the vanguard in the pioneering of the Dreamscape, in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience. Aw, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. Oh, come on. It doesn't matter if she's talking about...
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos,
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a thing.
we will transfer ownership of the Radiant Bounce Bar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us give our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless nameless.
Nameless, nameless, nameless.
And now, I propose a toast to harmony, to the Trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa. Cheers!
Cheers.
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There's still so many balls. All set. Let's start falling. At least I made some progress. Gotta keep...
The ritual is ready. Let's go. Let's go. We began. Got yourself into a thing. Oh, I need your help. The first case is the second case. Those are all the details. I trust in your deduction. Correct answer. Your team doesn't think so. You handle your ride. Shut up and slow. All right. 9, 5, 4, 1. Is it really that important? Was it surprising?
Not much time left. Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds. You're here. The masked fools? Since you're here, I'll just 52 seconds. The sweet dream has lost a bit apart from its creator. It's difficult. Time is running out, and she's Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the land of dreams. I think this moment heralds the 3rd time. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellar Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to, as long as I can bear the pain of the memory pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends, and maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy end. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. That when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already. It is not destiny that shapes us.
The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie. For the watchmaker, Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. Your wishes will always be remembered. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage. But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on, they're all here.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition, but it seems...
History may not remember the names of the dead. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleet but because of this. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina Jane Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last in the end.
What should I... Either way, at least our journey together... Gallagher, we raise a toast to the festival's invitation. If we ever meet again...
Is the Astral Express ready to... Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell. Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much. What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to... Penacony...
Mika, and your tenacity.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran just like a clock's hands that turned there shouldn't be much left to say. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as Nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way, but ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young ones, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief. But those things are all in the past. Yeah. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound... Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope... But when Mr. Mikhail sat in his chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the Silver Rail, but as long as we remember, and what Mr. Mikhail has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come...
It's not the answer that's...
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I can say my final goodbye to Acheron.
There.
Wow.
Still better than... How could you say that? We told Pom Pom... Conductor never cries! Pom Pom is just angry! Yeah, and no matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos! That's right! Pom Pom is just angry! It's not because of people...
It's okay. Oh, everyone, could you all take a break in
But...
Let's go, March.
I never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those 3 nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. they still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way, and to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom-Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every Trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. How about we shove you back in the space station's computer then?
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world of Milestone. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon, especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation, its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land, Amphorius. I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you especially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes, to offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin.
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O chosen one, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.